if you look at the movement of A Tribe Called Quest, it's like they were influential. I mean, they were influential big time as far as the style of rap they did. You know what I mean? They had an unafraid style of rap that they did because
they said what needed to be said.
Yeah, they formed the native tongue family, and you know what I'm saying. It was like they weren't afraid to be who they wanted to be. That's the thing about Tribe.
Right.
They pretty much, you know what I'm saying, they sampled jazz. It was at a time period when everything was hard. You know what I'm saying? It was right behind.
We talked about earlier, though, about everybody, like how like now you got people that everybody kind of starts sounding the same, but back then, like everybody got in their own lane and rode their own path, and their path was completely different than, you know, Das Effect's path. Das Effect's path was different from, you know, Naughty by Nature's path, and, you know, so on and so on. And you had different sounds. They were big. They were very big, man.
Right.
Even in especially in California too, because it was laid back. Like it wasn't rough, crazy New York. It was stuff you could vibe to, and the chicks like everybody likes stuff that the chicks like.
Right. Exactly. And you know, because them Jungle Brothers, De La Soul, they had a different type of, like I said, a different type of flow. And even when they came out with Latifah, it's like they totally did something totally different, man. Well, here we go. We got a little bit of Phife right now.
That'd be like music you would call like Sunday afternoon hip hop.
Never even thought about it that way.
Yeah, put the top down and just ride. That's not the thing. Bumping all that crazy. De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest. Just ride. Just a smooth ride. Just find your little road.
Yeah.
Enjoy the weather.
Yeah. The thing about Phife, aka Malik, was alright. So the first album when they dropped, it was like you didn't hear a lot of him on that album. He was on, but he was like a background guy. So he got his shine when that second album dropped out. When that second album dropped, it was like he had more of his shine. Same with Midnight Marauders. Those, what was the second album, Midnight Marauder? That might have been the third album, but second and third album, that's when he shined the most. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing on that. And I mean, there was certain lyrical things that he did that people can quote, you know what I'm saying? And I'm queuing up that spot right now. It's a spot that he, you know, when he dropped it, like, people are like, yo, he did his thing on that verse. And the thing about him is he was real nice, you know what I'm saying? He was at one point overshadowed probably by Q-Tip, but he can hold his own on the mic, you know what I'm saying? And as a solo.
Just even within that group, like all of them were, you know, they were cohesive, but they were different.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, they actually had their own pieces, their own lane.
All their little different things, you know what I mean, and put all that together. Like Phife had a little bit of an edge to his, you know what I mean? Like yeah. It's like he was like the enforcer. You know what I'm saying? He was a little more harder than the edge, and you know, it's kind of like listening to some brothers having a conversation in the bedroom or something.
Yeah. Yeah, so I can't play everybody's clips here. These next couple people did our time is short. All right, so the next one is Billy Paul, Me and Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones.
That's all I know. I saw the news when he had died, and that's all I could. When they said that, I knew who he was. I didn't really know who he was, but I knew that everybody knows that song.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Billy Paul died. Me and Mrs. Jones, the most notable thing out of, well, there was other songs. I ain't gonna lie, Billy Paul was kind of big on the R&B side, but that was one of his huge hits, I'll say. We got a couple of icons coming up, so I'm going with the first icon. Going with the first icon, man. Yeah, like I said, huge, 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 huge. Super huge. All right.
How huge? Super huge.
Like super huge. It's so huge you having a party in regards to it today.
Oh, man. Why we got to do him now?
Hey, like I said, it's in order, man. This is in order.
Oh, man.
So, Prince, the Purple Highness, your Royal Purple Highness, man. Prince passed away. That is correct, man. That one right there still affected me. You know what I'm saying? It was because he was so iconic with his music. All I know was the influence and impact that Prince had on music today is crazy. So we're gonna go ahead without further ado and drop one of these songs on. Woo! And this is extended, right? So yeah, let me.
Prince is the one of the guys that is scary, though.
You say you what?
It was scary. Like Prince was scary.
It was scary?
All the way off the chain, like, completely. Like, you wanted to emulate Prince, but you didn't want. You wanted to be Prince, but you didn't want to emulate Prince. Like, you wanted to, have all the girls, but I wasn't wearing no pants with my ass hanging out. I wasn't about to do that.
Right. Because Prince had the girls, but like you said, it was
but
his.
Nobody really, like, even when he did it, it was news, but nobody was like, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. It was like, hey, that's what Prince did.
Yeah. And as you see, some people are so big because they take their own lane.
No, he was in his own, he had the whole highway to himself. Like, he didn't even, like, because he switched lanes so much, but then, like, he was the epitome of doing what you want to do with what you have, and what, like, he played everything, he wrote everything, he came up, the concept he had for some of the songs he came up with, like, the one thing that stuck with me, I saw that he said, remember that song, Cream?
Yep.
He said he actually wrote that while looking in the mirror.
Seriously? Wow.
He said he wrote that while looking in the mirror. How vain, like, not only is that vain, but that's genius. Like, all right.
And if you think about the time, you can think about what you were doing when Purple Rain dropped. You know what I mean? When Purple Rain dropped.
I didn't realize the impact of it. I was just like, all right. So first he was butt naked on a horse, and now he's on a motorcycle with a flower. Okay. At that age then, I didn't really comprehend what was going on.
I didn't, I guess at the time, you think about when you was a kid, you had posters on your wall, and I had some suspect posters. I mean, if you're looking at today's standards, but there was one where he was standing, I don't know, in front of some stars. It was just like black sky with stars, and he had on some red suspenders, and I had that on my wall, and I'm like, okay, this dude ain't got no shirt on, and just some suspenders. I mean, you couldn't see the bottom half, but I mean, it's like, okay, it looked real suspicious. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? I was a kid, and you know what I'm saying? It was cool, and I guess, I don't know. And his hair was all wild and flowing and all that, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, yo, it was Prince. It was cool.
Everything, like, he was bad. Like, Prince was badass at everything.
Right. All right, so here we go. We got a little bit of that Prince going in. All right, so yeah, I was playing I Would Die For You, the extended version. Yeah, man, so I discovered a lot of Prince music on the Facebook. There is a group called Your Purple Royal Highness. I want to say that's the name of it. I might have something wrong, but I believe that's the Purple Royal Highness. And they have a whole bunch of extended footage and live footage, video clips of him performing in Tokyo and all the different other type of places. And you get these different versions of the songs, you know what I'm saying, extended versions, you know, serious guitar solos, drum solos, all that type of stuff, man. It's real high energy. So I found a way to capture the Facebook video. You can make MP3 clip out of it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I was grabbing all kind of stuff, man. But it was real hot. Yeah, man, some real rare stuff up on that one. Real rare stuff. All right, so, woo, man, Prince, that's that's probably one of the biggest ones of the year. I mean, one of the two biggest ones of the year, I'll say. You know, and everybody's deaf, you know what I'm saying, is celebrated in its own right, you know what I'm saying? It's just for us as a culture and an icon. Prince was way up there, the top of that. All right, so I got to keep it moving here.
For everybody.
Huh?
I said he's way up there for everybody.
For everybody, exactly. Exactly.
Then the fact, do you know how crazy the world went? The fact that normally, like, when somebody dies, like, everybody all put, you know, tribute, all this stuff, like, you couldn't find his music anywhere. He owned all it. He didn't pimp himself out.
Yes. Man, he did a whole lot of stuff.
He stayed grounded in what he was serious. He was like, I made it, I'm going to own it.
Right. Right. Exactly. And yeah, he was about his music, man. He was about his business, his music, getting paid as an artist. He was huge on it.
He was about it, like, triple in value just off of that fact that decision he made.
Yeah. Exactly.
All the stuff that he recorded that didn't get released yet, there's going to be so much of that stuff.
Man.
In a way, I don't think they should release some stuff. I think sometimes, like, when artists, they make stuff that's personal, you know, some stuff probably just needs to stay there.
Hey, that's true. I mean, if you look at it, he fought for artist rights, man. He was a proponent of that, man. And he's the reason why half of the stuff you can't even find on YouTube and all these other places. He was like, he'll shut it down.
Yep.
Prince would shut it down. All right. Next person is famous mother of another hip-hop icon passing away. That's Phunnyman Phil.
Yep.
So I got a little clip of her. She actually does a minute of things that she misses about her son. This was an interview and she was talking about Pac. So let me go ahead and play that.
I wish that my son was here and that he could go and lie down in my bed and come out of my room and say, Mom, what'd you cook? I miss his being. He was my son, and I miss him as my baby, my boy who I loved, respected, appreciated. He was my friend. He called me up in the middle of the night after he done had a hot date and tell me who he had a hot date with and what he did and how excited. And I said, Tupac, why do you think? I miss that. I miss interacting with that human being, that perfect being, that excited, lovable, really magnificent spirit, that I miss him. I miss him. I can't pick a one thing. I miss him. I miss my son every day a little bit more. But I thank God every day for every second that he was here. And I feel I don't want to ask for too much, to ask for more than I was supposed to have. I thank God for every day of those 25 years.
All right, so that was Phunnyman Phil. She had some demons, I heard, you know, through his music and through things that I read, that yeah, she went and overcame a lot of different things, but she turned her life around. She was able to raise Pac, and you know what I'm saying, he became a strong, iconic hip hop figure, and big up his mother. Did a song, Dear Mama, about her, and yeah, man. So what? Oh. Wow, so you're in All Eyes on Me coming up in theaters?
Yeah, I got a feature role in it. I'm actually in it twice.
You're in it twice?
I'm in it twice. I'm in it as a concert goer during the the epic House of Blues.